The following program is rated S for satire. We are not professionals, nor are we clinically depressed. We do, however, suffer from long bouts of indecision and stagnation. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Take That Depression, the Drawful Art podcast. I'm Kyler. That's Spencer.
Hello.
Spencer, how was your week this week?
It's been a really good week. It was our first week back from work. Flew by, I'd say, relatively fast.
Yeah.
And now we got another 4 days to hang out and chill.
Yep.
Do some drawing.
Yes, can't wait. After the 6 weeks off for paternity leave and the next 2 weeks off for holiday stuff, my feet hurt coming back to work. Being on my feet for that long, like, you don't think about it.
My dogs are barking.
It's a long time to just, like, be on your feet. And I'll get used to it again and it'll be fine. But that was the one thing I noticed. Like, days 1 and 2 back, I'm like, oof.
I took a bubble bath day 3 because I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Everything hurts.
That's a good idea. I should steal that. We got the boys some bubble bath, and I never thought to use it for myself.
Get out of here, kid. This is my time now.
We got it on our Amazon wish list for him for stuff for my wife and I to buy for him. We got a pack of 60 bath bombs because for Christmas he got some bath bombs, and he loved them. So I'll have to steal some of those also if I'm stealing his bubble bath already.
I got some last Valentine's Day, some controller bath bombs, so I was like, ooh, I'm going to use one of these bad boys.
Yeah, but yeah, good work week. Went by quick. But let's not push it off any longer. Let's pick our random words for the week.
To the main event.
The main event. All right.
Did you just say fuck?
I did. The four
horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yes. The 5
horsemen of the apocalypse.
It's getting worse out there, guys. War, famine, death, ice.
Ice, baby.
The 5 random words generated were candidate, success, personality, knowledge, and poem. Success is interesting because last week's episode had failure as a word on it.
That is fun.
So
randomizer, not very randomized.
AI randomizer. Man.
I know my word. And it's probably going to be different as it often is.
Yeah, often is. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Personality.
Knowledge. Personality. We're always like right next to each other.
What is your thought?
There is many ways you can take knowledge, and I figured that it would be, selfishly, I figured it would be easier to draw than personality.
That is why I picked all of my last drawings, and the things I picked is because I was trying to make it easy. I'm trying to do it a little bit different, and my thought process with personality is my chance to make like a little character, a little dude.
That's
fair. A little guy, if you will.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't hate that. We can definitely roll with that.
I feel like I ended up picking last week, so if we want to do knowledge, if we want to flip forward, if we want...
No, I like personality. I think we're here to do a thing. And
do the dang thing.
Yeah, if I'm picking a thing because it's easy, we shouldn't go with me. So if that's one of my reasonings, then we should probably not go with my thing. Yeah, do you want to give us a rundown of what you're thinking about drawing, quick?
I kind of want to draw just randomly out there. I kind of want to draw like a little robot guy, a little robot dude. That's
interesting. You don't normally associate robots with having personality. So I'm very excited to see how yours turns out.
If I can find a good reference photo, because again, I'm not very good to just like picture an image in my head, go to town and need a little bit of reference, but I also feel like it could give me a chance to do some like 3-dimensional kind of thing in there, give it a little more depth than just like a flat on.
Yeah, I like that. I'm definitely interested to see how that turns out. I think that I am going to try, emphasis on try, to draw some kind of forest maybe, but with much more vibrant colors than we see here on Earth.
Pizzazz.
Yeah. Forest with personality, you might say.
Just a big tree with a face on it.
And he's got grumpy eyebrows. His personality is Grumpy Tree.
That's grumpiness is something I identify with very well.
But let's get right into it then. And Spencer, I have a question for you to kick off our conversations here.
Hit me.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
Ooh, that is a very good question, and one that I have thought about on many occasions. I would probably go with teleportation.
Interesting.
And the reason for that is vacation. I need more vacation in my life. I need to go travel more.
Yep.
And if you can just take out the lodging, the travel, and everything just free, boop, I'm in Hawaii now. All right, I had my day at the beach. I had my fill. Time to poof back home at night.
Yeah, that's fair.
You could also turn it into a pretty lucrative delivery business.
Yeah, then what are the rules of teleportation? And do you get, so assumedly you get your clothes, things that you're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you also get then things that you're carrying?
I believe in my perfect teleportation world, it's things you're holding on to. Like, I could, like, I'm sure it would take a little more practice to, like, I wouldn't just be able to, like, hold on to a plane and be like, teleport us here.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would take some concentration, maybe if I'm, like, 100 years old or whatever, doing stuff like that. But in basic, it's kind of things you're holding, like small packages, maybe a person on your back or something like that.
Okay. Interesting.
It doesn't come without its dangers, though. One of my biggest fears is teleporting inside a building or inside a person or something. Yeah, I've seen many horror stories.
I'm teleporting to Times Square. I want to watch the ball drop. Boop, inside of somebody else. And now you're both pudding.
I don't want to be pudding pattern.
That is a good question. Too, I have thought about it a lot, and I'm not super sold on my answer if I just like sat down and thought about it for a day. But man, the idea of having like a Green Lantern ring that I can just like turn stuff into real, make a thing and make it real. That would be a fun thing for me. I don't exactly know what that would net me. I don't have there's no utilitarian thing here. Like for you, it was travel, doing vacations better. But to have a ring that I'm just like, burp, shield, or I need a hammer right now, beep beep beep, hammer.
Just a little boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. It would be nice to have.
I don't know why whenever I think about superpowers, I always steer away from saving the earth and turn it into how can I make money? How can I turn this into an everyday business?
And I feel like when you're asked the superpower thing, you have to kind of steer away from the big super strength, super speed, flying.
I feel like teleportation's up there, but also like a little bit of a hook. Like I'm a delivery man now.
Yeah. And like I don't feel like that's a big one. I don't feel like many. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I don't feel like many super people have teleportation as a tack on. Like if you're a super person, generally you have at least one of super speed, super strength, or flying. I feel like teleportation is lesser known in the super world.
I can think of just Nightcrawler.
Yeah, which great superhero. I think he's very underrated for what he is and does. Marvel Ultimate Alliance for the Xbox 360, maybe?
So good.
Yeah, Nightcrawler and Blade were the two heroes that I played all the time, and I didn't know Nightcrawler existed before that game. So yeah, that was one of my big finds from that game, and I really enjoyed being able to find that. Very cool. He's in some X-Men movie. They did him very well. I liked him a lot.
I have seen what you're talking about, but I've never actually watched the movie. I'm so behind on like, especially superhero movies. Like,
Yeah, I'm the same way. I watched like all the Marvel stuff, like the Infinity War arc, whatever they had going on there. I watched all of that, and then I just like fell off of superhero movies completely because I was kind of just burnt out on them. That's not a good excuse, but it's my truth. So, what other superpowers do you think don't get enough love?
I think back to my boy Static Shock.
The olden days.
Kids WB.
Yeah.
That was, everybody talks about like Cartoon Network, everybody talks about Nickelodeon, Disney, and all that, but I just remember Kids WB on a Saturday morning, just banger after banger. Static Shock, Pokemon, Batman Beyond.
Yeah, Batman Beyond was what a showing up of just like how good an anime superhero thing can be, or a cartoon superhero. That costume, great costume design. For me, I think there's the Squirrel Girl or whatever.
I love her. That is such... Before Marvel Rivals, I don't know if you've played or indulged in any of that yet. Something I definitely want to get back into. Before then, I've never really like looked at the old comics, but I heard someone told me in like 10th grade there was this hero called Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I'm like, that's my favorite superhero.
Yeah.
That's her. And then to see Marvel Rivals come out and she's a playable character, a DPS character,
Yeah.
I was very excited. I was like, I don't care about any other character, haven't played any other character. I'm like, Squirrel Girl's my main, and I will learn her.
Have you played much Marvel Rivals?
I did when it first came out, and then my video game ADHD kind of fell off, but I'm hoping to re-download it here. I keep looking through my Steam library, and I'm like, I should download that.
Yeah, I've not tried it. I should probably, because it's a free game, yeah?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to try that with you, re-download it one of these days, or not re-download it,
Squad
download
up.
it. Yeah.
I'm not always a competitive gamer, especially in my older days.
Yeah.
However, every once in a while, I like to get a little competitive.
Yeah, every now and then it's a healthy competition is something that is good, but the games that have been coming out recently, healthy is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Getting screamed at in chat. Yeah, I think that I don't know exactly what her powers are, but in my head it would be some kind of squirrel-based things. Though like control over animals, Aquaman type, Squirrel Girl type. I think that is an underrated. What can you do once you've seen a person that controls squirrels? You know what a person that controls dogs would do, but you just don't see it often.
I wish I could talk to animals. There's as much as I'd love to teleport, and I feel like I would ultimately regret saying this if I could, because then it's like your pets are always watching, they know all your deepest, darkest secrets type of stuff, and I'd feel like it would just get that much annoying. Like you're trying to sleep, your cat's rubbing up on your face. Well, now you're trying to sleep and your cat's like, hey, pay attention to me.
I'm hungry. You fed me 30 minutes ago, but now I'm hungry.
And the different personality types, like what if now me and my cat don't click?
Yeah. It's like, oh man, you're a jerk.
Yeah, you're not a good cat, actually.
Why would you say that to me?
Not you, Jack.
No.
You're perfect.
Yeah, you're perfect.
Even if you are a little grumpy sometimes.
Yeah, one of my secondaries would probably be one of the big three. I think super speed would be interesting. I think of Dash from The Incredibles putting the tack on his teacher's seat.
Have you watched much of The Boys.
I have watched the first season of The Boys, regrettably. I want to watch so much more. I wanted to watch it with my wife, and we watched like the first couple episodes, and then she's not like super into superhero stuff, so I should just watch it by myself, but
Spoiler alert, not spoiler alert. That's what I think of when I think of super speed.
yeah.
And just not for me.
Yeah. If you're not all jacked up on Mountain Dew, though, I think that, well, I guess I don't know. It's implied that if you have super speed, you also have like super brain power to register what's going on at that speed. So yeah, if you're not all jacked up on Mountain Dew, hopefully you can kind of process as fast as you're going.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
We threw all of Chip's old war medals off the bridge. What do willow trees look like? The world may never know, but you'll know my rendition of it, and you'll be very disappointed.
That's all that matters is your rendition. It's not nature that's right.
Yeah.
Or wrong. Or it's not you that's wrong, it's nature. Nature's wrong.
No, it's the kids who are wrong.
Pathetic. Am I doing this right?
Yeah, man, that's your drawing. How could you do it wrong?
That only works when I'm telling you that. I only give that advice, I don't take it.
Well, hopefully I will have some time to go back and erase some of this before I have to show you all, because it is rough.
I'm excited to get to a point. Oh, I goofed on that. I'm excited to get to a point where I don't need references, where I just memorize like the shapes enough to be like, all right, these are the basic shapes I need, and then I can sketch in from there.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a good thing or not. I'm excited to get to a point where like my speed drawing is better.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit silly, but
one of these prompts, I want to sketch something. I want to just like super fast, like lay down some lines, some bulky, sloppy lines, and see what I can come up with. Be like, draw this robot, and then just sketch it real fast. And then for the full drawing, erase the lines and kind of see like what I can do, put in the details and stuff.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of videos, or have been, I should say, about like just people filling sketchbooks, and that's something I'd like to do eventually. That's kind of what I'm working on with this. All my drawings are in one like booklet, and I'd like to be able to look back on that and be like, oh, here's my little sketches, and then hopefully with a little practice see them evolve.
Yeah, my wife has a Wreck This journal. I don't know if you've ever heard of those at all.
It sounds familiar. I might have come across that when I was looking for like books and stuff.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's probably like a 300-page book, and then each page has a different prompt on it, of different ways to create art, whatever. One is like store your leaves here or something like that, and you just find leaves on the ground and you put your leaves in your notebook and you go about your day. One is something along the lines of like, let a stranger draw a drawing here, so it also like gets you out of your comfort zone. One is like, mail this book to yourself, so like you can see what happens to it throughout like the postal system.
That's super cool. You'll have to let me check that out sometime.
Yeah, I'll talk to her about it. One is like, trace all the stuff you have in your pockets right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of really, really fun things, and yeah, you just flip through it and you kind of pick a prompt that you want to do that day, and yeah, it's an easy way to let you create. But she has 3 of them, I think. She hasn't completed them, but they're like different stages in her life, and you can see that they're very personal to her. But you can see her art change from journal to journal, and it's a really, really fun shift.
She's been drawing a really long time, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think since childhood, that was one of her one of the things that she liked doing, and as one of the things that she could just kind of hole up and do if whatever was going on. So yeah, art has always kind of been art, and The Sims, I think, has been writing. She also does a lot of writing.
Sims are so fun.
Yeah.
I would like to do more writing. Obviously we have our project.
Yeah.
But I want to start. For me, this year is the year of education. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't written out all my New Year's resolutions, but I want to learn. I want to read more. I want to draw more. This is my year to learn stuff and not just kind of piss it away on doom scrolling and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of really exciting things that I think we have access to do right now, as far as learning goes, for this project, and I'm very looking forward to figuring out what exactly that means for us.
Very excited.
Yes. All right, second question. What legacy do you hope to leave behind?
Ooh, that is a very good one. Probably nothing too crazy. I just want, when I'm gone, I want the people who know me or knew me to just say that he was a good person. He cared. You and I have said it a ton of times, and I'm sure we'll say it a ton more times. But at the end of the day, just be a good person.
Yep.
It's 100% free to just be a good person, especially now more than ever.
Yeah. We were just talking before we started recording, and grabbing questions, and this was one that came up. And yeah, I think that we're both kind of at that point in our lives, that like midlife, figuring out exactly what's going on with our lives and trying to figure out what our legacy we're leaving behind is. And I had joked and said I made 2 podcasts about it, but specifically the one that I'm making with my wife, the one that we're kind of making for our kids so that they always have something of us to remember us by. That's definitely a legacy that I want to leave behind, is who we were, my wife and I, for our kids, so that can hopefully always kind of be a North Star to the just be a good person, make one person's day better every day, that type of stuff, and that they never question that we really cared about them. I think that's definitely, for me, a legacy I want to leave behind, is me for my kids.
Secondary is I want people to acknowledge that I'm the funniest person on the earth.
Yeah, this, if we're just throwing out random silliness, I theoretically, not in practice, theoretically, I want to be the most prolific put pocket on the planet.
I don't know what that means.
So you know pickpockets.
Yes.
I want to put things
in people's
pockets. At work, we had the gentleman that I had those like affirmation cards.
Yeah.
And I would just put them around his workstation. And I would do it in ways that would make it pretty much impossible for me to be the one doing it. I would just like right after he left his workstation, follow him up, put a card on it. And then like go on break with him, so when he came back from break and saw a card there, he'd be like, what is going on?
So funny.
But that kind of thing, I would like to take those cards, and just like New York City, just like without people knowing it, just like slipping like, whatever you are, be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the only you in the world, putting that type of stuff in people, just like across the planet. There's people in Australia getting these cards, in Europe and Asia, in the US and Mexico and South America. Like, I want to be the most prolific put pocket, and theoretically I would never actually do it, but that's my like silly goal for myself.
I like that a lot. I think that also ties back, even silliness aside, like that ties back into just using your powers for good, being
Yeah.
a good person.
Yeah, it's you can, if you choose to do that, you can definitely be very silly with it. Any power that you hold at all, you can turn it and twist it for good, just like you can turn and twist it for evil.
When you asked me about superpowers at first, the first thing I was going to tell you is I won't use my powers for good.
Mega Mind. Metrocity. Yeah, that I feel like there's a lot of people, even like not using your powers for bad, but using your powers for personal gain.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's just something that comes with the territory. Especially in like, that's capitalism, baby.
Capitalism, baby!
Which sucks, and it is what it is. So it's tough to be a part of that world, and you gotta know you're in it. So you can't be mad about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Everybody's got to eat.
Yep. And that's even like things nowadays, people doing, like, you can only be so mad at scalpers. We talked to like
I can get so mad at scalpers.
That's fair, and everybody's got to eat, man. Like, it sucks and it's silly, and I get it, and
Yeah.
like that, if we lived in a world where like everybody had food to eat, everybody had a roof over their head,
Mm-hmm.
there'd still be bad stuff happening, but they're like, this level of BSery wouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
It's just like, and in some cases not. It's people that already have a lot of money trying to make a lot of more money. But it's like, yeah, how mad can you be when it's like, I would also, in a heartbeat, if my kids were about to starve to death, I would definitely steal a loaf of bread to try and feed them.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat, and they're almost no different.
I don't know if this is it actually is a hot take. When I see, I'm just going to come out and say it, call it like it is.
Yeah.
When I see someone stealing food or baby formula, no, I didn't.
Yeah. This is probably a hotter take. When I see somebody stealing from a big chain store, no, I didn't. Like, it doesn't matter if it's for funsies, it doesn't, like, whatever. Blue store or red store makes money hand over fist on selling you garbage at a huge markup. If you can snake some stuff and get away with it, heck, man, more power to you.
None of my business. Yeah.
I'd be doing it too if I had more balls and less of a care if I like went to jail. So
that's my problem, is I care too much about that. I'm too cute to go to prison.
I would not do well there.
How's your drawing coming along, man?
Super fine.
That's a good answer. It does look fun.
I'm not in love with it yet, and I definitely didn't get to erasing, but it's a drawing, and I can always hold on to that.
I'm very excited to finish this. Unlike my cat drawing, where it's based off a photo. It puts a lot more pressure to not have drawing skills to like get the details in and be like, well, you could tell it's a cat, but it was supposed to be this specific cat.
Yeah.
Where this is just, I'm having fun with it, man, however it turns out. And I really would like to dedicate more time to just doodling.
Yeah.
Just get a paper, just 20 minutes a day, wake up early, got a little time to kill instead of scrolling on my phone.
Yeah.
Just a little doodle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all, and man, that's a fun game to play. I'm also of that mind. There's so many things that I would like to, if I had a little bit more time in the day, to do X, Y, or Z.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to do, but I think that buckling down and doing some drawing practice, I think would be really, really big for us and for our future goals. So I definitely need to get on that train.
I'm also in that. I'll have to include that in the 2026 resolution.
Yeah, the draft picks for 2026.
Yeah.
But I think we've hit our time here. So Spencer, unless you've got anything else.
I think I'm super solid. Just again want to say thank you guys for following us on this adventure and supporting us. And we would love to hear from you guys if you want to see us draw certain things. Tell us what you like drawing. Tell us your story. Like, we love engagement, so we'll answer every comment. So
yeah, definitely. Again, give us a word so we don't have to randomize them anymore and pick one and be off with each other. We can just get the one word and go from there.
Here's your word, idiot.
Yeah, definitely hit us up. Definitely love the engagement. Love commenting back. It's been really, really fun interacting when we get to algorithm game. If you like us where you like us, comment where you comment us, follow us, subscribe where you do those things to us. We'd love to have you guys along for the journey. But yeah, we really appreciate you guys again. It doesn't go unnoticed, the views that we get, so thank you guys, and as we always love to say, stay safe out there.
And don't get mugged.
If you are struggling, please reach out to someone or dial 988 to get connected with someone at the National Suicide Hotline. You do not have to go it alone.